Hello everybody, welcome to Nagotera Odyssey. How is everybody? I think I'm on the uptick. I feel like I can breathe through my nose and my voice is returning a little. It's a little bit of fatigue and heat, but things are looking really, really great. And I want to thank you guys for all your well wishes over on IG. I think this is something that is worldwide for other people. I have clients in Southeast Asia and England and all over the world that are experiencing this, or someone in their family, that just gets these little strains of flus and things that are truly, truly just flitting around and trying to bother people. But we're like, get away from me, flu, you're bothering me. And I honestly believe that rest is medicine. So rather than pushing through fatigue and not feeling well to make things happen, we really, really honor our need for rest and to stop and relax, ensure that we only share our energy with those people, places, and things that lift us and give us good energy, and we don't overexert. And sometimes we are very sensitive when we feel like this. Like, I know for sure, I want the most pristine, clean, sterile environment. I don't want to see a dirty dish. I don't want to see a towel on the floor. It's just something about you just know. You know what I mean? So that's why I love this Keeper of Fairy Tales, because this takes us to spaces we love to be in. We invite this beautiful perspective of magic and hope, and it nourishes us. And everybody in fairy tales has this unique little treasure within them, even if they start as, kind of a hobgoblin and a troublemaker, that if they really read the writing on the wall and they realize by living this way and being this way that you can up your frequency in your existence. And I just love that. Every fairy tale has an enormous, wonderful understory to teach us about humanity, and to teach us about morals, and to teach us about greed, and to teach us about innate selfishness in some people, right? The people that want to retain everlasting beauty and youth at any cost, things of that nature. And what is your favorite fairy tale? Just first of all, I love to hone into that. I always loved the really dreamy ones where, they just came out and they conquered all of the worst. But if I really, really think about it, I'm really partial to Little Red Riding Hood. It's just one of those things where it's like that always stayed in my thing. And I was like, what is that brave person doing out in the woods in the middle of the night? She knows there's a big bad wolf. She's wearing bright red. She's putting a target on her back. Like bravery. Like I really, really liked that. And the fact that she loved her grandma and she wanted to bring her snacks. I thought it was so cute. But I want you to think of the strength that's in the heroine and the heroes of these stories, and no, it's always resides within us. And we have moments in our lives where we just dug in and we got that thing. Like I remember times where I'm like, I hope that is still within me, because I'm super proud that I did that and I said yes to that. And when we do things like that, we have a predisposition to connect to that highest vibrational self, to be brave, to speak up for ourselves and others, and to have healthy boundaries, and to live that true North Compass life, which I love. And I love the artwork in this. So here's the Keeper of Boundaries too. That's another thing. Really recognize the strength in the word no. No thank you to that. If we are trying to prioritize excitement and joy in our own life, and there are people around us that continually drain or deplete us, we have to honor ourselves and say no thank you. It could be a job that we've been doing for a little while and we're like, oh, there's really not the support and excitement and motivation here. Environments are huge to us, right? We're very sensitive to vibrations and things, and how we earn our money. So really take a look at that and say no. Say no to things that are not serving you. And oftentimes a really healthy response is our gut response, Sometimes we look at it from the perspective of, if I had a little sister, would I want her to say yes to this person, to this date, to this garbage food I'm about to eat, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Another thing I've been initiating is that really works for me. When I'm in front of the refrigerator and I see my pre-made quinoa, and I feel like the geek of the universe. I'm like, oh, I gotta have my quinoa today because this is, this super grain. I'm like, it doesn't really taste that great unless it's mixed with some other stuff. But I'm like, think how that made you feel after you ate it. It felt so clean, it digests so easily, it's beautiful. Wouldn't you suggest this to your younger sister if you had one and you wanted them to be healthy? So that sort of thing. And setting your boundaries and saying no thank you to the heavy, to the excessive, to the distractive, and to just the obsolete that you no longer need. Which brings us to the keeper of alchemy. We all have the alchemy. It is out there. It is that one great decision, that one nod of the head, that one step in the right direction that creates this magic, and it makes you feel deeply seen and heard and felt and appreciated. It uplifts, it energizes, it inspires us. It's where we can explore. It's where we question moves and passions and positions, and we realize I'm going up. I'm not looking back. I am going up. And it is important that we honor that reflective time that says, what kind of plans have I been making, and have I had focus and follow through, and am I investing my time the right way? So sometimes we feel pressure to be productive, right? But feel free to just spend time with what makes you feel energized, expanded, and having fun. I always leave just little, it's like I'm a bird and I just have crumbs all over my house. I have little things of beads and stuff over here, little books, little notebooks, little nature things, all my ideas and things all around, so I can just pick them up, pick them up in my beak and sit down and start working on something. That's the alchemy. And one quick sip of water. I just took a big deep breath in and I literally almost choked myself. I don't know how that's possible, but I'm like, slow it down. But this is your terms, your way. And the more you do things that are individualized towards your wants, preferences, and you have your boundaries set, you watch that alchemy take place, whether it's in love and relationships and thriving or professionally. Things just show up for you. You have done that. You have said to the universe, here's my wish list. I'm not settling for less. This is really what I require. I'm going to stay focused on this. I will affirm this in writing. I will affirm this in my thoughts, and my perspective will be, these things are in my life, and I am deserving and I am worthy and I require them. So thank you, universe. And again, gratitude right up there at the top, because we do need to show gratitude every day. I'm reminded to say, thank you for my health. Thank you for my returning health, because without it, I don't have the strength to do the things I want to do, and it's just so wonderful when we know that the universe is out there trying to help us and restoring us and restoring our beautiful insights and our intuition, so we can move in the direction for this beautiful alchemy to occur. So my beauties, that is what you were meant to hear today. And if I'm correct, I feel like the moon is perfectly at a half moon right now. So we really, we're going to start to build the things we want to build and release the things we want to release for the strongest, most aligned path possible. So love and light.